I'm a Girls Brigade leader. Each Friday we meet with a group of girls aged from 4 up to 18 years old in different groupings. They come from a variety of backgrounds in social, economic and ethnic. Many of the children and young people are in looked after settings and in foster care, and they have a multitude of ACEs and accessibility needs. Our volunteers are aged from sort of late teens to mid-70s, and we all try and create a space that is open, has spirituality and God at the centre of it, enables spiritual exploration, a dialogue with the girls about big questions and about life, giving them an opportunity to think about where God is in it and where they are in it. We create an environment that offers flexible activities and are in conversation with the girls on what that looks like. We encourage them to be to respond to things and to be resilient and to sort of be active in their schools and communities and have a feeling that they can achieve anything they want, no matter what their circumstances are.
I have spent a lot of my role working with a group of people that we support on a regular basis, families who have children with additional needs, and we support them in 3 different ways. We have a parent support group that meet weekly and support each other. It's run by 2 parents who have been there. They have 2 children with additional needs and have fought the system in so many ways to get what they need for their children. We also support the siblings of those children who are affected. So the siblings can come along and have once a month a get together where they can do some really normal stuff. So we do some crafting, some playing, we eat together and we sit and pray together. And we also do events for the whole family as well. And this ministry was actually in place before I came into the role, and it's something that I've picked up and carried on with, and we've grown together as a community. I know from feedback from the families and the people in the community who help out and work with the families, it's having a massive impact on their spiritual being. And so it's a project that I was really excited to take over, but having grown with them over the last 3.5 years, it's something I feel really proud and privileged to be a part of.
Throughout lockdown, we have been sending out activity boxes to families in the area. This started as a way to keep in touch with those families who would normally come to our messy churches, our toddler groups and things, and it seems to have taken on a life of its own, and we've decided to keep it going for as long as we possibly can because it's meeting a real need for the parents that we support throughout the circuit.
We have a wonderful group that meets every Friday of primary school aged children where we do crafts and activities and have some worship, and it's a really great fellowship of children and leaders. Unfortunately, when lockdown came in, we couldn't meet in person anymore, so we did what many groups did, we met on Zoom instead. And as restrictions permitted, we started to deliver craft materials. But rather than just dump them and run, what we would do is 2 of our leaders that actually oversaw the club, Brenda and Eileen, would visit the families, would put the craft activities on the doorstep, would take a few steps back, and then they would have conversations with the family. So they had preset times when they would deliver the packages. They called that the pathway drop. That pathway drop was important because what happened during that pathway drop, from starting with just the how are you, became more conversations about how things were really going, how the young people were getting on, and actually relationships started to build with the grown-ups, with the parents and guardians. So much so that when we started to do our Zoom calls, we found that the grown-ups were joining in with the children in saying hi. And it developed even further. We wanted to do an online Zoom nativity. And do you know what? The parents, these are people that don't go to church, they're not part of our normal congregation, they're the parents of the young people that come to the club, actually decided that they would like to join in as well. So we included many of the parents in our online Zoom nativity, which was fantastic. And now, obviously, we're able to re-meet in person, which is wonderful and it's fantastic. And we love seeing the young people. And I'm sure you all do too in your context. But what we found is the parents now want to chat more. So it's not just become a ministry to the children, it's become a ministry to the families. How amazing is that?
I am inspired by our children and young people who embrace their faith. They are breaking down barriers. They are knocking down walls. They are not the church of tomorrow, but they are the church of today. They have those painful conversations that we as adults shy away from. They have a voice that they want to be heard, and they are now using their voices, their Christian voices, to engage with everybody, irrespective of their faith, their race and gender.
Becoming a green agent of change has shown me that following God isn't just for Sundays, it's an every day of our lives.
It's wonderful hearing how families and households are rekindling their friendships, how they're really just making the most of seeing one another again, and also building new friendships with other people in their churches and communities. And also, one of the things that's really inspiring me is how children and young people are enjoying being together again.
I'm one of the green agents of change with the Methodist Church. I hope that the young people in your church know about the green agents of change. We would love more people to join us in caring for the environment.
Recently, we held a young people's prayer event that was running from 6:30 to 6:50 on a Tuesday for 4 weeks. It was absolutely amazing to see young people and more older people coming together to pray for the issues that are there and impacting our young people. So my encouragement is to say, keep on praying because they make a difference and it helps people to feel supported.
Being part of the church makes me feel like I can connect to God in a more personal way. I play all our Asian songs that we play at our church, and whenever we sing, I play. So for me, that's really inspiring, and I would also encourage other young people to get involved in church in one way or another, or in various ways.
Churches don't have to be buildings, they can also be groups, just groups of Christians.